Oh gosh. So, hello there. Let me see. I read. No. Okay. Is it correct? Working on my live streaming skills here. So bear with me, please. Hello, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to make a video about. I wanted to make this video about entrepreneurs being so mad at Tabitha Brown because of what she said. And so, what did she say? Basically, she was on the show or something like that, and then she made a comment about entrepreneur, and she said she believes entrepreneurs should keep their 9 to 5 while they're working on the dream, while they're working on their venture. And so many people took issue with her comments. And I've been there. I've been an entrepreneur before. I actually had a 9 to 5. And right now, I quit my 9 to 5 to become an entrepreneur again. So, my take on this is I was pretty surprised about the reaction. I hope hope my microphone is working correctly. So, yeah, I hope you can hear me. And I hope this microphone is working correctly. So I was pretty surprised about the reaction. I was surprised why people were so upset about her comments to entrepreneur. Like I said, I was an entrepreneur before. So when was that? 2007 to 2010, I was an entrepreneur. I just got married and I was at home taking some classes, some training, and then I started having kids. But I've always been driven, so I never wanted to stay and do nothing. So I decided, what can I do from home, or what business can I pursue? So in the next, while I had little kids, for the next 5 years, literally. So for the next 5 years, I was an entrepreneur. I had a couple of hair salon. I was an insurance agent, and also at some point, what else did I do? So yeah, so I was an entrepreneur. Oops. So I was an entrepreneur for a while during that time, and because I had young kids, it was a bit hard for me to get back to work because it was just like you're doing all this just to pay somebody to take care of the kids. And I had 2 hair salons, and they were doing pretty good. So as an entrepreneur, I'm surprised why people are so upset about Tabitha Brown comments about it might be right, it might be good to keep your 9 to 5 while you're trying to build that dream, that business, that thing that you really want to do, that you're so passionate about. Might be wise to keep a 9 to 5. So during that time, it wasn't that I couldn't really get a 9 to 5 because I had little kids, and thank God my husband was able to cover the bills, but it was tight, right? So fast forward to now, 2025. Fast forward to now, 2025. I had this 9 to 5 job for almost 9 years, not the same job. I had different contracts and I had W-2, and I recently left my 9 to 5 last March. And since I quit my 9 to 5, my goal has been to pursue my real estate career. My real estate is really what I'm passionate about. Real estate and investing and development. So those are the things I'm passionate about. But I quit my job and the security of the 6 figure plus income with the hope that um, the real estate business will pick up and I'll be able to make some income doing really what I'm passionate about, like most entrepreneurs. So it's been challenging. It's been challenging because you still have to pay the bills, you still have to eat, you still have to take care of the kids' needs, the family needs. So without the safety, without the cushion of a stable income, it can be really difficult. And it's been difficult even for me pursuing that goal. It can be very difficult pursuing entrepreneurship if you don't have some type of cushion. So that's why I was so surprised. Like, except, a lot of these people are mad at Tabitha Brown, are mad because they're able to make ends meet with their ventures. But for the most part, I think most entrepreneurs, when you first get started, things are not things are not necessarily rosy. I think for most people. For me, when I quit my job, I gave myself a timeline. I knew I was gonna pursue this dream for at least 1 year because of how I was prepared, because of the type of cushion that I built for myself in my savings, my investment, and just being able to budget on living on a little bit less while I'm trying to build my dream. And also, I know I can depend on my husband' income because his income at least will cover the bills, right? Will keep us going. So that's the cushioning I knew I had to depend on. But I'm so used to having disposable income at my at my available to me. So it's been very difficult to not have that flexibility to just spend like I used to spend because I had disposable income after everything else. So that's why I 100% agree with what Tabitha says, what I've said about keep your 9 to 5 if you want to build the dream career. Don't just go burning all bridges and jump into it and go for it without any form of cushion. So if you can afford to keep your 9 to 5 or maybe downgrade that 9 to 5 to something that gives you a little bit less, but gives you that peace of mind that you need to do what you really want to do. That for me, I am okay to say I'm okay with having to go for something that will even pay me like 1/3 of what I used to make while I am doing following my passion, because now I find that I have so much time on my hands. Sometimes it can be very difficult to just know that you have all this time on your hands and you are not producing income, especially when you know you're capable of bringing income, right? So for me, I'm okay with even having something that provides me with 1/3, even 1/4 of what I used to make monthly, just to provide me with that disposable income or just help like keep the same type of lifestyle, and like I'm not really worried about investing or saving right now because I'm focused on building my business. So investing and saving is not my priority right now, but maintaining that, you know, lifestyle and just having some cushion so you can feel at ease when you're not bringing in income. That's my goal. So that's why, you know, I am 100% in agreement with what Tabitha Brown said. All the entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs like me who what she said and are reacting about it, for the most part, I believe if we are honest to ourselves, we should agree that it's better to have some form of stability and and just security with a 9 to 5 if it allows you to still build your dream business, your dream job, your dream career, you whatever your dream is, and to be able to do that 100% at some point. So, like I said, I'll be so content, happy if I could make 1/3 or 1/4 of what I used to make while I am building right now. So even if I'm not able to make that, I think everybody should get into this with a target or a timeline in mind. Like how long can I go? Um, how long can I push until I know I can't push anymore, or without without a 9 to 5, right? Like I quit in March and I gave myself a year to start bringing the type of income that I was bringing in when I at the time I was working. So I gave myself 1 year because I know, especially with the field I'm entering, I was in real estate as an investor. Now I am going in full time as a sale agent, as a real estate agent. So I know it takes time, especially in this very difficult market. It takes even longer. So I gave myself that 1 year, and I believe every entrepreneur should give themselves some time to know that if things are not working the way I'm expecting by this time, whether it's 6 months, 1 year, depending on how much cushioning you have, whether it's your savings, whether it's your um, spouse bringing in income, depending on how much cushion you have to just go full force on that. Everybody should have, entrepreneurs should give themselves a timeline to go for their dreams and know that if at some point it doesn't work as expected, they can go back, you know, to finding a job and working on a job and hopefully find something that still gives them the time to be able to build on the side while at the same time bringing in income and just taking care of their daily needs. So I don't see anything wrong about what Tabitha Brown said. And instead, I'm really surprised at the reaction because that's the reality of entrepreneurship. Like I said, I was an entrepreneur before. When my salon at the time, they were producing income, but with so much stress, like it was affecting my sanity and my well-being. I had to quit, and I said, I need to get a bit more stable. I need to stabilize myself in it financially, emotionally, and that's why I felt like I needed a 9 to 5. And I went in for a 9 to 5, and for those last 9 years, I had I've been praying. I've been praying to God like this. This is where I belong. I really want to be an entrepreneur. I really want to do this. So I'm trusting you for this time where I'm just um, helping support my family, help do what I need to do for my family, but guide me, show me the way so that when the right opportunity comes when the right time is here, I should be able to get back into entrepreneurship because that was always my end goal. So you have to do what you need to do for a short while so that you can do what you want to do later on, and for the long term. So I I do look all the time when I see job offers come to my email and all that. I do look. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted a lot of time to go apply for a job, but I know coming from where I came from with like that kind of feeling in my heart, knowing that okay, God is guiding me on this journey. I gave myself 9 years to really surrender and just let God guide me. Hopefully, this is the right time. This is God time for me to let everything go and just try to pursue my dream. So, because I believe that, and I still have the timeline of 1 year, I have to lock in with it. I have to do my best to pursue my dream and trust God. That's also part of my faith. Trust God and really go for what I believe God wants me to do in this season of my life. So, you know, I'm just saying, if you need to do what you need to do now, if getting back to a 9 to 5 is the way to go for you and for your family, I think everybody should have that as their in their back pocket, ready anytime to go back and do something. Like I say, I'm willing to settle with something that is even 1/3 of what I used to make, as long as it gives me the flexibility to follow my dream. And secondly, for us as believers, sometimes we feel like God has called us to do these things, and we just believe, timing is all about a revelation from God, unless really you're certain that God has put that in your heart and God is and the time is right and God is opening the doors that you need to have open. As a locking for a certain amount of time, focus on that passion. But still, is it not faith to some might be saying, okay, that you don't have faith if you have a plan B. But I don't think it's right because at the end of the day, God knows our needs, right? So if it want you have this desire in your heart and God is telling you you can do this and it's allowing you to do that, God is the one that provides. So as long as there's provision and you feel like you can push into that direction, go for it. If there's no provision and you're starving or your family is struggling, I don't think it's a bad thing to go the plan B and and just do what you need to do in the meantime while still trying to find a way to build that dream. So I am 100% in agreement with what Tabitha said. If us as entrepreneur we feel like reality is we have this reality check and we notice that things are not going as expected, I think it's not a bad thing. It's not a failure, or it's nothing wrong really to go back and look for a 9 to 5 and still, and provide for your home. For me, I have it in my back pocket and I know I, you know, my goal has a target. My goal has a target. A minimum for it to be a minimum viable product, it has a target of at least 1 year. And thank God I have a cushion to get me to that 1 year. So think about what works best for you and do what is right for you. I'm not concerned about what everybody thinks. Like if I quit my job today and I feel like I need to get back to work in a few months or so, I do what I need to do for myself. I don't care what everybody else says or do. I do what is right for me. So my 9 to 5 option is still in my back pocket. But for now, I want to lock in and make this dream work. So, don't know what you think. Let me know what you think. And if you agree with what Tabitha Brown said. She's one of my role model really in this in a lot of areas. So that's why I felt like I have to jump in and also state what I believe about this whole thing. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.